thoughts, our prayers are with Damar and his family and all the players over there, the Bills, the entire organization, everybody that's directly affected with it. And it's great to see that we got a positive update, which is phenomenal. And I just think that, sports is such it's woven into the fabric of our society, and it has such a major impact on a lot of people's lives. And at times, you can forget that there's human beings in the sport. And this is one where, as a human being, to have something like that happen on one of the biggest stages, that we have in this country is scary. It has all of us praying for him, but it had me personally kind of thinking about a lot of things. We play a sport for a living. Accidents happen. It got me thinking about different times in my career or things that I've seen on the rink that have been situations similar. It puts a little bit of doubt in your head, and it causes a little bit of fear, a little bit of anxiety. And we have a team that was willing to talk about all those things, and we were able to do that together as a group and make sure that everybody was doing okay. Obviously, everybody was extremely moved, extremely shaken up by what happened, but we tried to handle it and address it as best that we could, and move on and try and find a way to play a hockey game, which we were able to emotionally do.
It's not just that you both play professional sports in the city. You guys know a lot of Buffalo Bills, don't you? I mean, you're friends with them. You talk with them. Some of the guys interact with them. You guys know a lot of those guys, don't you?
Yeah, we know a lot of the guys. Obviously we have the same ownership, so same doctors. I know a lot of the trainers over there and the staff, and when something like this impacts people that are close to you, it's a scary thing, and you just feel for those people. And I've tried to respect their privacy, and I'm not trying to pry for information or anything like that. In this time, you just send them your best and hope that everybody can heal from this first and foremost tomorrow, but their entire team over there. So some things are bigger than sports, and this is definitely one of them.
How did you guys play a hockey game and do it the way you did?
Well, I think Kevin spoke to us in the morning, and he talked about the cultural impact that we have in the city specifically, and the Bills. And I think I just spoke about it after the game, after the storm, when I talked about us trying to be part of the glue that helps this community heal and holds this community together. And I think that collectively we were able to think about that and think about all the people that draw positive emotions from watching us play, and just try and give people a semblance of normalcy in a extremely scary time for everybody. Obviously, everybody's thinking about him and has it on their mind, but to hopefully try and give people a bit of reprieve and in watching us play was something that we tried to do. And to where we got to emotionally, you try and block it out. And but I just think that when you talk about things, it helps you move on from things and heal at an appropriate rate, and that's what we did. So we had to make sure that we addressed it. We spoke about it as a group, and we were able to try and play.
How did T-shirts come about? What was the background there?
Nicole and I were Nicole was figuring out what to do and how we could honor him, and how we could show everybody that he was in our thoughts, and that was something that we came up with. And she was able to turn it around very quickly. So just something that we just want to show our support.
What do you make of the outpouring just from the community? Just money being donated. You drive by any business, it seems like they all have something up for him up on their signs. What do you make of what you've seen from the community?
It's special. It's a special place. I just touched on it a bit, but you see how much sports impacts our lives, and especially in the city. You have, a smaller market, as in the terms of North American markets, but it's, the passion in it is second to none, and you see how wins and losses affects people's mood around town, and let alone something as tragic as what we all witnessed with Damar. So you can just amplify that and how it touches people's lives and how it affects them, and it truly is a special place in the city of good neighbors, and they just want to help, and they want to try and heal together, and it's been an honor for me to be a public member in this community, and to try and lift people's spirits, every day by the way that we play and the way that we interact with everybody as a team, and the way that we show that we care about this community.
Kyle, you talked about you guys as athletes are really used to it. Maybe that gets lost in things when we're watching games and things like that. And unfortunately for those Bills players, I mean, this plays out on national TV, and fans are watching their grief as they are human beings. I mean, you're a player. I mean, I don't know what you've gone through in your career, but to have that play out on national TV for those players had to be hard.
I mean, yeah, to watch a teammate, to watch somebody that you spend almost every day with over the last several months, to have that happen, I can't imagine, the emotional trauma, just everything. I mean, you could see it all over their faces. And, in that moment, you really do realize that, underneath all the equipment, underneath the helmet, are people, and they're people who care and have emotions just like everybody else, and they're going to have bad days. And I know that that's part of our job is to face criticism from people. If fans are going to have their opinions, everybody's going to have opinions, but things like that still affect us as athletes the same way that it does anybody else, and those players should be allowed to grieve and to heal in the appropriate way, and I'm sure that everybody over there, it's first class in everything that they do over there, and I'm sure that they will provide all the resources for that to happen.
You talk about resources. That's something that this team and Buffalo Bills as a group provide for players, isn't it?
Yes, it is. I mean, I've been very fortunate to play for a couple of really good organizations, and this one in particular provides anything that we need within reason, and Kevin has an open door, Donnie's got an open door. If I feel like the team needs something or something is missing, I have the full confidence to go in there and ask for it, and most of the time it's a pretty short conversation, and they don't think twice about it. So we're very well taken care of from that standpoint.